Hello and welcome back to another step-by-step video tutorial with Rara Themes YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you how to create an event or conference promotion website using the conference-free WordPress theme. The tutorial is very easy and beginner-friendly, and you don't need to have any coding knowledge. By the end of this video, you will create a site that you will absolutely fall in love with. Let's start. I will show you how you can easily access the conference-free WordPress theme. You have to go to our website rarathemes.com. Go to Themes, go to Free WordPress Themes. From the search bar, type in Conference. Now click on Enter, or you can also click on the conference theme from here. This is the sales page of the conference-free WordPress theme. To access the live demo page, scroll down and click on View Live Demo button. I have already opened the live demo page in this tab. Let me start by giving you a brief tour of the theme and its features so that you do have an idea of what to get with the theme. We will start with the header section. Right on top, you can add the site logo if you already have created a site logo for your site. If you do not have one yet, don't worry, you can easily make your site title and tagline appear. You can add a custom link button on your top left where you can easily link the ticket, sales page, and so on. A navigation menu, a beautiful banner with call to action button and event timer. This is very effective in keeping your visitors engaged on your website. The About section to display important information about your upcoming event. Stat Counter section. This is a great way to win the trust of people, as after seeing the numbers here, people are more likely to buy the ticket to attend your events. This is the Recent Conferences section. This helps you display recently held events and their highlights. The Speaker section to introduce the speakers of the events to your visitors, which will highly increase the chances of your visitors booking the event ticket. Testimonial section. This is a great way to build your credibility among your visitors. The theme also allows call to action sections to help you increase your sales. Blog section to publish engaging stories and recent articles with your visitors. Contact section to display the contact details and infos. Google Maps section to precisely put in the event location on Google Map and display it like how you are seeing on the screen right now. Newsletter section. This is very important for email marketing. Footer area. This theme allows widgets in 4 different footer areas. The footer copyright section. We will be creating all this in our video tutorial. Plus, I will also guide you on how you can create and add blog posts to your site. Now we will head over to the sales page of the conference-free WordPress theme and we will explore some more features from there. This chart shows the differences between the free and pro theme, and it also helps you decide whether you want to go for the free or the pro theme. Well, Conference WordPress theme is absolutely free, of course, no strings attached. It has seamless, responsive, and mobile-friendly design, which means it runs as smoothly on any screen sizes and devices without any issues, and it also passes the Google Mobile Friendly test. We believe that you should spend more time in your venture than on customizing your site, and that is when free one-click demo import comes into picture. You can import all the text, images, and settings from the live demo of the conference theme with a single click for absolutely free. You can have banner section with a call to action and event timer. Then you have call to action section, speaker section, testimonial section, stat counter section, all like how we saw in the demo page. I will now walk you through the key features of the theme. The first one is speed optimized. The theme is speed optimized, which means your site will load faster and it will rank higher on search engines. You will not only gain more customers, but you will also be able to retain them once they are on your site. The theme also helps you improve SEO with schema integration. Conference theme is developed by implementing the knowledge and experience of our SEO team, which means you get a lot of organic traffic. It also comes with built-in live customizer, which means all the changes that you make from your customizer on the left-hand side can be previewed in real time on the right-hand side, which means making preferences and changes are quicker and easier. As the theme is WooCommerce compatible, you can easily create an online platform to sell your events tickets online. The theme is also cross-browser compatible. It also allows you to integrate and display your social media links to your website. The theme is widget ready. It has beautiful and attractive design. It is also translation ready so that you can use the theme in your local language. If you use a right-to-left RTL scripts like Arabic and Hebrew, then you don't have to worry at all. As the theme supports both LTR and RTL languages, you will be able to write your content with confidence. We regularly update our themes, which means your website would be safe from all kinds of vulnerabilities. If you want to add in custom CSS to change the color and layout of your site or modify some CSS effects, then the theme also allows you to do that. The theme comes with clean and commented codes, which makes your work very easy if you want to edit the theme. The theme comes with extensive documentation to help you set up your site from scratch, just like all the other Rara themes, and with the addition of this video, building your website has never been easier for you. If you still have more queries or confusions, then you can directly reach out to our support team. I will also leave a link in the description box below to creating a support ticket. We are known for our fabulous support team, and your issue will be solved as quickly as possible. I will now show you how you can easily download the Conference free WordPress theme. Just click on Download Now button from the right-hand side. Fill in the details. Add in your email address, first name and last name, then click on Download Now, after which the theme will be emailed to you in your email address that you provided over here in a zip format. You will also get a link to download the theme. I will now go ahead and show you how you can install and activate the theme. There is also another way through which you can easily search for the theme from your WordPress dashboard and install and activate it. I will also show you that method. So let me first of all log in to my WordPress dashboard. I have logged into my WordPress dashboard and I also have the demo page opened here. We are going to take various references from the demo page throughout the video. Let's go back. If you want to take a look at your site, you simply have to hover your mouse around this little house icon. Now click on Visit Site. I have opened our site in the new tab, and currently the default theme has been applied to it, which is why it looks something like this. Now let's go back. To install and activate Conference free WordPress theme, you'll have to go to Appearance, click on Themes, click on Add New, click on Upload Theme, click on Choose File. You can select the zip file and click on Open, then click on Install Now. You can also easily drag and drop the zip file. There is also another way, as I had said earlier. From the search bar, simply type in The Conference and here our theme has appeared. Click on Install. Now click on Activate. As you can see, the theme has been installed and activated successfully. The next step is to install and activate the recommended plugins. So click on Begin installing plugins. Select all of the plugins by ticking into this little box. From the drop-down option, select Install. Now click on Apply. Again, select all of the plugins. This time, from the drop-down option, you have to select Activate. Now click on Apply. As you can see, the plugins have been installed and activated successfully. Please do not miss this step because these plugins will come in handy when we later have to add various features to our site. If you go over to your site, give it a refresh, and you can see the theme has been applied to our site. Let's go back. Now we will access our customizer settings. To do that, go to Appearance, click on Customize. I'm going to open my customizer in the new tab. So these are the customizer settings that you get with Conference-free WordPress theme. Let me give you a brief walkthrough of each of these settings. If you click on Pro Available View Pro Theme, it will take you to the sales page of the Pro version of Conference-free WordPress theme. From under Video Tutorial and Documentation, you will be able to access various step-by-step video tutorials and documentation for Conference-free WordPress theme. Next is Demo Content Import. From here, you will be able to access the step-by-step video tutorial as well as the demo link and also the link to download the demo content. With this, you will be able to download all of the demo content from our demo page over here. From Site Identity, you will be able to create a unique site identity for your site. From under Appearance Settings, you can change the background color and also add and remove the background image for your site. From under Layout Settings, you will be able to select your blog page layout and you will be able to select the general sidebar layout for your page, your post, or for your entire site. From under Front Page Settings, you will find various settings for your front page. We will go through each of them one by one in the video. From under General Settings, you can customize your header settings. You can customize your SEO settings, post blogs and pages settings. You can also add in and enable your newsletter section from under Newsletter Settings. From menus, you can create and add a navigation menu to your site. From under Widgets, you can easily configure your sidebar and footer areas 1 to 3 and 4. From Homepage Settings, you can select your homepage display. From under Footer Settings, you can easily edit and add the footer copyright text of your choice. From Additional CSS, you can add your own CSS code to customize the appearance and layout of your site. Now, we will straight away dive into creating our site and we will start with Site Identity. From under Logo, if you already have a logo for your site, you can add it. You simply have to click on Select Logo, click on Select Files, select the logo of your choice, click on Open. All the images that you upload from your upload files will be stored in the Media Library section over here. Let me upload all of my images at once. So back to Upload Files, click on Select Files, and I'm going to upload the images that I want from here. I have also added recommended image sizes in the description box below. You can also find the recommended image sizes in the text documentation of Conference-free WordPress theme. Now I will select the site logo once again. Click on Select. You have the option to crop or skip cropping. I'm going to skip cropping. And here my site logo has appeared. If you do not have a site logo yet, you can easily make your site title and tagline appear like how it is showing on the screen right now. Just remove the site title that is already given here. Then type in the site title of your choice. Whatever you type in inside of the site title box will be displayed as your site title, and it is the same with the tagline. Also, all the changes that you make from your left hand side will be displayed in real time on the right hand side. You can either make your site logo appear, or you can skip this part if you do not have a site logo yet, and you can make your site title and tagline appear. Instead, if you only want to make the logo appear, you can uncheck this little box, which will make your site title and tagline disappear. If you want to go for both, then check into this option and you can also go for both. I'm going to make the site logo appear and make my site title and tagline disappear. Next is the site icon. So click on select site icon. Then select the site icon of your choice. Click on select. And this right here is your site icon. Site icons are what you see in your browser tabs, bookmark bars, and also within the WordPress mobile apps. I would highly recommend you to add in a site icon because it not only helps your users to identify your site, but it also helps you to build your brand identity. Click on publish. If you go over to your site, which currently looks like this, give it a refresh. And as you can see, the changes have been made here. The logo is showing as well as the site icon is now visible. Let's go back. Now, before we go into any of the other settings, we have to take care of our homepage settings first. From here, you can select your homepage display as your latest post or a static page. If you select your latest post, then all of your latest blog posts will be displayed as your homepage or your landing page. So if you select the latest post and click on publish, if you go back to your site and give it a refresh, you will see that your homepage now displays your latest blog post. All the blog posts that you add will be displayed in your homepage. If you select a static page, you will have a separate home page and a separate post page. The home and the blog pages are already created in default, so we do not have to create them. Simply select your preference on whether you want to display your latest post or a static page like this one. Then click on publish. If you go back to your site, give it a refresh. As you can see, you have a static page as your home page and you have a separate blog page where all of your latest blog posts will be listed after you have created them. Let's go back to our customizer. Another thing to keep in mind is that if you select your latest post, you will not be able to show all of these settings from under front page settings on your home page. So for these to appear, you have to select a static page as your home page or your landing page. Now that the home page settings is taken care of, we will go to the appearance settings. The first option is colors. From here, you can select the background color of the theme. Click on select color. You have to select the color from the palette here. Now you can move around this pointer and the slider to get to the color of your choice. The color that you select will be reflected throughout your site. If you want to set it back to default, click on default. And if you have made any changes, do not forget to hit on publish. Next is the background image. So if you want to set a background image for your site, click on select image, then select the image of your choice. Click on choose image and it will be displayed as the background image of your site. From under preset, you have default, fill screen, fit to screen, repeat, and custom. Go ahead, play around with these options and select the one that you like the most. You can also select the image position in different directions from the image position option here. From under image size, you can select it to be original, fit to screen, or fill screen. You have two more options at the bottom here. You can either check in or uncheck the options. So for example, if you check in to scroll with page, your background image will scroll with page. If you uncheck this option, your background image will not scroll with page. I'm going to remove my background image, but you can go ahead and add one if you wish to. And do not forget to hit unpublish if you have added one or made any sort of changes. Before we go into layout settings, let's complete setting up our front page first. So we will go to front page settings and we will start with the banner section. Under banner options, you have two options available. The first is to disable the banner section. If you select this option, the banner section will disappear altogether. Instead, if you select a static or a video call to action banner, you have three options. The first is to have a header video as your banner. Next is to have one of the videos from your YouTube channel featured as your banner. And the third is to have a static image on your banner. If you wish to have a header video, you simply have to click on Select Video. You can select your video from the media library if you have already uploaded one, or you can also upload your video. After you have selected the video, click on Choose Video. And that particular video will be displayed as your banner. Now, if you want to feature one of your YouTube videos on your banner, let me remove this one real quick. Go over to your YouTube channel. Select the video that you want to display. Copy the link. Back to the customizer and paste it inside of enter a YouTube URL box. And here that particular video will feature in your banner section. Let me remove this one. Instead, if you wish to have a static image, you simply have to click on Add New Image, then select the image of your choice which will be displayed as your banner image. You can add in your own image or use the suggested image. I'm going to use the suggested image. Now if you scroll down, there are more options here. From here, you can edit your event title. So instead of the current title, if you want to add in something else, it will be displayed over here, and that is the same with event description as well. I'm going to set the event title back to the way it was before. From your banner label 1, you can edit the label of your call to action button number 1 from your banner, which is currently showing as view schedule. You simply have to remove it and add in the title of your choice. Inside of the banner link 1 box, you have to copy and paste the link to the particular page where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the call to action button over here. I have added in a dummy link, then you can do the same for your banner label 2. You can edit the label from banner label to box here. Then inside of the banner link to box, you have to copy and paste the link to the page where you want your visitors to land on when they click on your call to action button number 2. With the show upcoming event option, you can either disable to show the upcoming event, which will not show the upcoming event on your banner anymore, or you can enable it. You can also select the event date over here, and after you have selected the event date, it will show the countdown timer over here. So let's select our upcoming event date. Currently it is showing as event expired. So click on the calendar here. Then you have to select the date. So let's select our date. We will set the year to 2021 and select a random month and a date. After you select the event date, it will show as a countdown timer on your banner. If you click on Publish, go back to your site, give it a refresh, and you will see the countdown is now showing on your banner in your site. Let's go back. We are done with our banner section. You can make your preferences, then go ahead and click on Publish. Let's go back. Next is the About section. Before we make any changes from here, we have to go back to our dashboard and we have to create an About page. So back to our dashboard, go to Pages, click on Add New, add in the title and the content of your About page. Now go to Page. To set the featured image, click on Set Featured Image, select the image of your choice. Click on Set Featured Image. You can also add in the excerpt if you wish to. Click on Publish. So the About page has been created. If you open the About page, it looks something like this. Let's go back to our customizer and I'm going to give it a refresh just so that all the changes that we have made from the dashboard also gets reflected over here. We will go to Front Page Settings, go to About section. As it is given here, you have to select and add RARA Featured Page widget. So click on Add a Widget. You can manually search for the widget, but it would be easier if you search for the required widget from the search bar. You simply have to type in the name of the widget that you want to add. So for example, for now, if you want to add in RARA Featured Page widget, just type in Featured Page. And here the widget has appeared. Click on it. Now we have to fill in the details, starting with the title. Now from under Page, from the drop-down option, you have to select About the Event page. This was the page that we just created from our dashboard. And here, the content from our About page is now showing in the About section. There are more options here. If you select Show Featured Image option, the featured image that we added from our dashboard will be displayed here. If you select Show Page Title, then our page title will also be displayed here. Since our page title and the title of the About section are same, I'm going to disable the page title. Next, if you select to show the full page content, the entire About page content will be displayed in your About section. So I'm going to uncheck this option. Instead, if you select Show Read More option, then it will display a button. And you can also change the Read More text from Read More to anything else that you want. You only have to remove the text that is already here and type in the text of your choice. If the content of your About page is much longer, then you can select the Read More option. If the content of the About page is short and the entire content can be displayed in the About section, then you can select Show Full Page Content by selecting this little box over here. You can also display the excerpt of your choice in your About section. To do that, go back to your About page. So for example, for your excerpt, you want these two paragraphs to be displayed. Just copy the paragraphs that you want to be displayed in your About section. From under Page, go to the Excerpt option. You can easily extend this box from here. Now paste in the paragraphs or the content that you want to display as your excerpt. After this, click on Update. Now if you go back to your customizer once again, and I'm going to unselect the Show Read More option, and I'm going to select it once again. This was just a way to refresh the customizer, after which the excerpt that I selected from the dashboard is now displaying in the About section over here, along with the Read More button. After you have made the necessary changes, click on Done and click on Publish. If you go back to your site, give it a refresh, and here your About section is now displaying in your site. Let's go back and back. Next is the Stat Counter section. To add the Stat Counter section, click on Add a Widget. Again, as the instruction given over here, you have to select and add RARA Stat Counter widget. Let's search for the widget from the search bar. Type in Stat Counter or just type in Stat, and here the widget has appeared. Click on it. Let's start filling in the details, starting with the title. Let's add in the title as Hours, and I'm going to add the counter number as 40. And here the number and title for the stat counter has displayed. You can also display the icons. You can search for the relevant icon from the search bar, or you can also manually search for the icon from here. So let's say for hours, I want to add in a clock icon. Let's type in clock and see what icon appears. And here the clock icon has appeared. You can go for any one that you want to. I'm going to go for this one. If you wish to upload your own icons, you can click on Upload, select the icon, click on Select, and that particular icon will be displayed over here. After you are done, click on Done. Following the same process, I have added 3 more stat counter widgets. After you are finished adding all of the widgets, click on Done and click on Publish. And here, your stat counter section is now displaying on your site. If you go back to your site and give it a refresh, you can see the changes has been made. Let's go back. Next is the Recent Conferences section. Click on Add a Widget. As it is given over here, you have to add a RARA icon text widget. So inside of the search bar, simply type in icon text. And here the widget has appeared. Click on it. We have to now fill in the required details. Starting with the title, what I'm going to do is, for my Recent Conferences section, I'm going to go over to the demo page and I'm going to copy the same title over here and paste it into the title box, and I will do the same for description. Copy and paste it. To display the image, click on Upload, select the image of your choice, click on Select, and that particular image will be displayed in your Recent Conferences section. Scroll down. If you wish to add in the icon, then you can select the icon of your choice from the list of available icons here and add it here. You can also search for the icon that you want to add from the search icon box over here. You can add in the Read More label of your choice inside of the Read More label box. Inside of the Read More link, you have to copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the Read More button label. In this case, you can copy and paste the link to the page or the post which provides more information about this particular conference over here. After you add in the link, your Read More button will be displayed over here. Click on Done and click on Publish. Following the same process, I have added one more recent conference section. After you are done, click on Done and click on Publish. If you go back to your site and give it a refresh, here your recent conferences section is now displaying on your site. Let's go back to our customizer, and the next is the speakers section. To add the speakers section, as it is given here, you have to add in the text widget first for title and description. Then you have to add in the RARA team member widget for speakers. So click on Add a Widget and search for text widget from the search bar by typing in text. Click on it. Now add in the title and the description. So even for my speakers section, I'm going to head over to the demo page, scroll down, and I'm going to copy and paste in the title. Then I will do the same for the description. The title and description has appeared. Click on Done. Next, you have to add in the RARA team member widget to add in the speakers. So click on Add a Widget again. Let's search for RARA team member widget. Just type in team member into the search bar. And here the widget has appeared. Click on it. Now you have to fill in the details. Start by adding name of your speaker, add in the designation, also a short description about your team member. I'm going to go over to my demo page and I'm going to copy the speaker name, designation, and description all from there. Scroll down to display the photo of your speaker. Click on Upload. Select the image of your choice. Click on Select. And here, the information of your first speaker is now displaying. You have more options at the bottom. You can also display the social media profiles of the speaker that you have added over here. You simply have to copy and paste the link to the official social media profiles of the speaker that you have added here. So for example, if I want to display this particular speaker's Facebook profile right over here, then I only have to copy and paste the link to his official social media page. So if I go over and I paste the link to the official social media profile, as you can see here, the tiny Facebook icon has appeared. Following the same process, you can add in more social media links. And after you have finished adding the social media links, they will be displayed right underneath the information of the speaker that you have added. Click on Done. Following the same process, I have added more speakers to our speakers section. After you have finished adding all of the speakers, click on Publish. If you go back to your website, give it a refresh, and here the speakers section has been added to your site. Let's go back and back. Next is the testimonial section. To add in the testimonial section, click on Add a Widget. Again, you have to add in the text widget for title and description. So type in text into the search bar once again. Select the text widget. Add in your title and description, which I'm going to copy from my demo page once again. And here the title and the description is showing. Click on Done. Click on Add a Widget once again. This time you have to add in the RARA testimonial widget. So from the search bar, type in testimonial. And here the widget has appeared. Click on it. Start filling in the details. You have to add in the name, designation, and testimonial of your client. I'm going to head over to my demo page and I'm going to copy the testimonial as well as the designation and name. Which is now displaying here. To upload the image of your client, click on Upload. Select the image of your client, click on Select. And here your first testimonial has been added to your site. After you are done, click on Done. Now you have to follow the same process to add more testimonials. Following the same process, I have added 3 more testimonials. After you are finished adding all of the testimonials, click on Done and click on Publish. If you go back to your site, give it a refresh, and here the testimonial section has been added to your site. Let's go back. We are done with our testimonial section. Next is the call to action section. To add in the call to action section, click on Add a Widget. As it is given here, you have to search and add RARA call to action widget. So simply type in call to action in the search bar. Here the widget has appeared. Click on it. Start filling the details. You can add in the title and description. I'm going to skip adding title and description for my call to action section. From here, you can select the number of call to action buttons. It can either be 1 or 2. I'm going to go for 1 call to action button. Here, you have to add in your button 1 label. Inside of the button 1 link, you have to add in the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the button 1 label over here. After you add in the link, your button 1 label appears. If you select 2 call to action buttons instead of 1, you have to do the same. You have to add in the button to label and button to link, after which your second button or button 2 will be displayed over here. Next, you also have the option to let your visitors open the featured link that you have added here in the new tab if you check into this little box here. Next, you can select the button alignment from right to centered. From here, you can select the background color for your call to action section. Click on Select Color. Select the color from the palette here, then move around your pointer and your slider to get to the color of your choice. You can also select the background image to be displayed for your call to action section. Click on Upload. Then select the image of your choice. Click on Select, and the image that you select will be displayed as the background image of your call to action section. Scroll down, click on Done. Following the same process, I have added one more call to action section. After you are done, click on Done and click on Publish. Go back to your site, give it a refresh, and here the call to action section is now displaying on our site. Let's go back. Next is the blog section. The first option that we have inside blog section is to enable or disable the blog section. If you disable this option, the blog section will not be displayed anymore. If you enable it, your blog section will be displayed and the blog posts that you have added will automatically be displayed over here. In addition to that, you can also change the blog title from recent post to anything else that you want. You only have to remove whatever is given here, then add in the title of your choice. It is the same with the blog description and the view all label. We have not created any blog post for our site, so let me show you how to create your very first blog post. For that, go back to your dashboard. You have to go to Posts, click on Add New, add in the title and content of your blog post. Now, from under Post, we will start creating categories and we will assign them to this particular post. To do that, click on Add New Category, give your category a name. Now you have to click on either Enter or click on Add New Category button. I am going to create some more categories. You also have the option to add in the tags for your post. Just make sure that if you do add the tags, you separate them with the commas or the Enter key. To set the featured image, click on Set Featured Image. Select the image of your choice, click on Set Featured Image. Now, click on Publish. The post has been published. If you open the post in the new tab, this is what it looks like. Everything looks fine except for the link over here, which is looking a bit weird with date and everything showing. So let's fix our permalink. To do that, go back to your dashboard homepage, go to Settings, go to Permalinks. From under Common Settings, instead of DN name, select Post Name. Click on Save Changes. If you go back to the same post and give it a refresh, you will see an error like this, and that is because this link does not exist anymore. So what we will do is, we will go to the home page instead, drag all the way down to the blog section, where the post that we have just created is now displaying, and if you open the post, you will see the permalink has now been fixed and only the post name is displaying here. I'm going to cross out this tab and go back to the dashboard. If you go to Post and click on All Posts, this is the only post that I have created. Let me pause the video, create a few more posts, and we will continue with the video. As you can see from the screen, I have created a few more posts. Let's continue with the video. Back to our customizer, and I'm going to disable and enable the blog section toggle just as a way of refreshing the customizer once again. And now the blog posts that I have created from the dashboard are now displaying in the blog section. Click on Publish. If you go back to our site, give it a refresh, and now the blog section is also displaying on our site. Let's go back. We are done with our blog section. Next is the contact section. To display the contact section, click on Add a Widget. You have to add in the text widget for title and description. So type in text into the search bar. And here the text widget has appeared. Click on it. Now add in your title, then add in your description. After the title and the description has displayed, click on Done. To display the contact form in your contact section, click on Add a widget, and you will have to add in the text widget once again. So search for text widget once again from the search bar. After the widget has appeared, click on it. Add in the title and the description again. To embed the contact form, let's go back to our dashboard. Go to Contact plugin, click on Contact Forms, copy the shortcode, come back to your customizer, then paste it here. After which, the form will display in your contact section. Click on Done. To display the contact details inside of your contact section, as it is given over here, you have to add in the Rara contact widget. So click on Add a widget, type in contact widget into the search bar. And here the widget has appeared. Click on it. Start filling in the details. Add in the title first. You can add in the description if you wish to. I'm going to skip adding description. Now I will add in the phone, email, and address. After you have finished adding the details into the respective boxes, the contact information will display in your contact section. If you wish to display the social media icons, you simply have to click on Add Social Icon. From here, you have to search for the social icon that you want to display. So for example, if you want to add in the Facebook link, simply search for the Facebook icon, and after the icon has appeared, click on it. Inside of the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to your official social media page. Following the same process, keep on adding all of the social media icons that you wish to display in your contact section. After you have finished adding all of the social media details, click on Apply. Then, all of the social media icons or the links that you have added from here will be displayed right underneath your contact information section. After you are done, click on Done and click on Publish. If you go back to your site and give it a refresh, you will see the contact section is now displaying on our site. Let's go back and back. Next is the Google Maps section. To display the Google Map on your site, click on Add a widget. As it is given over here, you have to add in the custom HTML widget. So type in custom HTML, or because I can see it from here, I'm just going to click on the widget. Now add in the title if you wish to. I'm going to skip adding the title. Inside of the content, you have to copy and paste the HTML link to the Google Map that you wish to display in your Google Maps section. Let me show you an example. So let's say if I want to feature the map to this particular address in my Google Maps section, let me copy the address real quick. I will search for the Google Map for this particular area. Go to Maps. Click on Share. Click on Embed a Map. Now you have to copy the HTML. Come back to your customizer and paste the link that you have just copied, after which the map will be displayed in your Google Maps section. Click on Done and click on Publish. If you go back to your site, give it a refresh, and here the Google Map is displaying in your Google Maps section. Let's go back, and we are finally done with our front page settings. We will go back, Before we go into general settings, let's complete our layout settings. This was one we had left out earlier. So the first is the block page layout. Let's go to our block page. There are two options available for your block page. You can either go for the first, which is applied here in default, or you can go for the second layout. I think I like the second layout better, so I will stick with the second layout. Click on Publish to save the changes. Next is the general sidebar layout. From here you can select the page, the post, and the default sidebar layout. First, we'll explore page sidebar layout. For this, I will have to open a page. So back to our dashboard, to pages and all pages, and I'm going to open the sample page to explore the page layout options. So these are the 4 layouts for pages. You can select from any one of them. So currently, the one with the right sidebar layout is selected for the pages. If we go back to our customizer and select the one with left sidebar layout, click on Publish, go back, give it a refresh. As you can see, the page now has the left sidebar layout. Go back. If you select the one without any sidebar to it, click on Publish, go back, give it a refresh, and you will see our page now has no sidebar layout to it. In this way, you can select any layout that you wish from here. Whatever layout you choose will be applied to all of the individual pages in your site. I am going to go with the right sidebar layout. Click on Publish. If you go back, give your page a refresh, you will see your page now has a right sidebar layout to it. Back to our customizer, next is the post sidebar layout. The concept of page and post sidebar layout is the same. To explore post sidebar layout options, we will open one of our blog posts. As you can see, currently the layout applied is the right sidebar layout. If you select left, then your blog post will have left sidebar layout. If you select the one without any sidebar layout, then your blog post will have no sidebar layout. And if you select the first option, you will see the changes have been applied to your blog post. You can select from any of the sidebar layouts given over here. Whatever layout you choose will be applied to all of your blog posts. I'm going to go with the right sidebar layout. The last one is the default sidebar layout. To explore this option, we will go to blog page. So you can select from any one of the 3 options. Currently, the right sidebar layout has been chosen in default. You can select either left or the one without any sidebar layout to it. I'm going to select the right sidebar layout. After you are done making the changes, click on Publish and we will go back and back. Next is the general settings. The first option is the header settings. So we will go to our home page once again. From here, you can add in the custom link label of your choice, which is currently showing as Buy Ticket. Inside of the custom link URL, you have to add in the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on this button right over here. In this case, you can copy and paste the link to your ticket sales page so that when your visitors click on Buy Tickets, they land on the ticket sales page. I have added a dummy link. You also have the option to allow your visitors to open the link that you have added over here in the new tab by enabling the toggle here. After you are done, click on Publish. Let's go back. Next is the SEO settings. The first option is to enable the last updated post date on listing as well as in a single post. So let's go to blog page once again. With this option, every time you update your blog post, the last updated post date will be displayed in your blog post. If you disable this option, the last updated post date will not be displayed. You can either enable or disable the option. I am going to enable it. Next option is to enable the breadcrumb. So this right here is the breadcrumb. You can either disable or enable it. From here, you can also change the breadcrumb home text from home to anything else that you want. I would highly recommend you to enable your last updated post date and also to enable your breadcrumb because they highly affect your SEO. Also, enabling the breadcrumb allows your users to navigate through your website effortlessly. After you have made the changes, click on Publish. Let's go back. Next is the post, blog and pages settings. The first option is to hide prefix in archive page. Archive pages are your categories, your tags pages and so on. So to explore this option, we will go to business category page. If you enable this option, then the category prefix will not be shown anymore. If you disable it, the category prefix will be shown. Next option is to enable the blog excerpt. So these are the blog excerpts, the summaries of each of your blog posts that are displaying. If you disable this option, full blog post will be shown for each of your blog posts. If you enable it, only the excerpts will be shown. You can also select the excerpt length from here in words. If you slide it over, you can select higher number of words, and if you slide it under, you can select lesser number of words. I'm going to select 85 words. Apart from excerpt length, you can also select the read more text. You can change it from continue reading to anything else that you want. You simply have to remove whatever is showing here, then add in the text of your choice. The options from hide author section to hide comment count affects your individual post. So we will go to a single blog post. The first option is to hide the author section. If you scroll down, this is the author section. If you enable this option, the author section will not be shown anymore. You can disable to hide the author section to display your author section details. Next is to show the related post, which are the recommended articles that are showing here. You can either disable or enable them. Next, you can also select the related post section title from recommended articles to anything else that you want. Just like we did with the read more text, you simply have to remove the title here, then add in the title or label of your choice. Next option is to show the comments. This is the comments section. You can either disable or enable it. Next option is to hide category for each of your blog posts. The category displays. So if you enable to hide category, the category will not be shown anymore. Next option is to hide the post author. This is the post author. If you enable it, the post author will not be shown anymore. Next option is to hide posted date, which is this. If you enable it, the date will not be shown anymore. Next option is to hide the comment count, which is this option here. If you enable it, that will not be shown as well. I'm going to disable all three toggles, and after you have made the changes, click on Publish. Let's go back. Last one is the newsletter settings. Before we make any changes from here, we have to go back to the dashboard and create a newsletter first. So we will go back to the dashboard, and I'm also going to cross out the sample page. So go to your dashboard homepage first, then come down to Blossom Themes email newsletter, click on Add New, start filling in the details, add in the title here, select the field settings from name and email, or only email? I'm going to select both name and email. If you select both name and email, both name and email placeholder will be shown. If you select only email, then only email placeholder will be shown in your newsletter. You can also change the labels of your name, email, and submit button from the respective boxes here. You can enable the GDPR checkbox from here. Inside of the form note, you have to add in a short message asking your visitors or users to subscribe to you. Now we will go to Appearance settings. From here, you can display your background from either background color, or you can also select a background image. If you want to add in a background image, click here, click on Upload Image, then select the image that you wish to add as the background of your newsletter. If you select background color, then you have to click on the background color option here. You have to select the color from the palette, move around your pointer and your slider to get to the color of your choice. From here, you can select the font color. I'm going to select white. You can also add in the hex values to both font color and background color. After you are done adding all of the details, click on Publish. So your newsletter has been created. Now, from the right hand side, you have to copy the shortcode. Let's go back to our customizer and we will go to the home page first. And we will scroll all the way down to the bottom, right where newsletter is supposed to show. Enable the newsletter section. Now, paste the newsletter shortcode that you have copied. As you can see, the newsletter section is now displaying. From Enable Gradient Color, you can enable to display the gradient color, which is the color that is showing here. If you disable this option, then the color that you have selected from the dashboard from here will be shown in your newsletter. I'm going to enable to show the gradient color because this looks much more attractive, but again, you can go with your preference. Click on Publish. If you go back to your site and give it a refresh, you can see the newsletter has now been added to our site. Let's go back and back. We are done with our general settings. Next is the menus. But before we create our navigation menu, I will show you how you can create your contact page. To create a contact page, we will go back to our dashboard. Now, go to Contact, go to Contact Forms, copy the shortcode once again. Then, to create a contact page, go to Pages, click on Add New, add in the title and the description of your contact page. Now you have to paste in the shortcode that you had copied earlier. So right click and paste. So here the shortcode has been pasted. Now click on Publish. Your contact page has now been created and it looks something like this. We will go back to our customizer and now we will go to Menus. So go to the top. There are two ways through which you can create a navigation menu for your site. One is from the customizer over here and one is from the dashboard. For this video, I'm going to be creating menus from the customizer, but I have also added a link in the description box below to a video that will give you in-depth tutorial on how you can create navigation menu for your site. So make sure you check that video out. That video is very helpful. So for now, as you can see, the primary menu has already been created and home and blog pages have already been added to our navigation menu. But just to show you about how to create menu in detail, I'm going to delete this menu and we will create a fresh one. So click on Create New Menu, give your menu a name. Now you have to select the menu location to primary, which is the location right over here. And as you can see, after we deleted the previous menu, it is now not displaying the home and the blog page. So you have to click on Next. Next, you have to click on Add Items. You can add in pages, post, portfolios, categories, tags, even portfolio categories, and custom links to your navigation menu. I'm going to add in my pages, home, blog, contact, and about page. And you can also change the navigation label from here. The about the event seems a bit longer, so I'm going to shorten the navigation label by renaming it. Just remove the label here, then add in the label of your choice. And the label has been changed. After you are done, click on Publish. Also, while you are adding the items from under Pages, if you do not see the contact page immediately after you created it from the dashboard, you simply have to give your Customizer tab a refresh. After which, all the changes that you made from your dashboard will also be displayed in your Customizer, which in turn will display the contact page in your list of menu items that you can easily add to your primary menu. If you have any more questions regarding this, then please make sure you drop your queries down in the comments section below. So the items have been added and we have also published it. If you go back to your site, let's go to the top and give it a refresh. You can see the navigation menu has been created and it is now displaying here. Let's go back, back and back. Next is the widgets. First, we will go to sidebar. So let's go to our blog page to explore this option. As you can see from the screen, a bunch of default sidebar widgets are already displaying here. I'm going to remove all of them one by one. Now we can create a fresh sidebar. Click on Add a widget. You can select from the list of widgets that are available here and add it on your sidebar. So the first widget we will add is, let's add a Rara author bio widget. We have to fill in the details and we will start by adding the title. Add in the author name. You can display the photo from either Gravatar or you can also upload photo. So click on Uploaded Photo, click on Upload. Select the image of your choice, click on Select, and it will be displayed over here. Come down, you have to add in the description of the author over here inside of the description box. I have added in some random text. Now, to display the signature, if you already have a graphic of your signature, you can click on Uploaded Photo, click on Upload and select the signature. If you do not have your signature graphic yet, click on Text. You can also easily type out your signature, which will display over here. And here the signature is now showing. You can add in the button label of your choice. Inside of the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the button label. After which, the button displays here. If you wish to add in the social media profile of the author, click on Add Social Profile. search for the social media profile that you wish to display. So for example, if it is Facebook, search for Facebook from the search bar. After the icon has appeared, click on it. Inside of the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to the official social media profile of the author. Following the same process, keep on adding more social media profiles or all the social media profiles that you wish to display underneath the author bio section. After you are done adding all of the links, click on Apply and they will be displayed over here. Click on Done, click on Publish. If you go to your site, go to your blog page, you can see the author bio sidebar widget has now been added on our site. Let's go back. Following the same process, you can keep on adding more widgets. So we will add 3 more sidebar widgets. Click on Add a Widget. This time we will add in RARA Recent Post, which will display all of the recent posts on the sidebar. You can change the title from here. You can select the number of posts to display from here. There are more options at the bottom here. You can either check in or uncheck the options. From under Layout, you can select from Style 1, 2 or 3. I am going with Style Layout number 2. Click on Done and click on Publish. For our third widget, click on Add a Widget. Let's add a RARA Social Media. So you can add in the title from here. To start adding the social media icons, it is very simple. Click on Add Social Icon. From Search Social Icons, you have to search for the social media that you wish to display on your sidebar. So for example, if you want to add in Facebook, search for Facebook from the search bar. After the icon has appeared, click on it. Inside of the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to your official Facebook page. Following the same process, keep on adding all of the social media icons that you wish to display on your sidebar widget. After you are finished adding the social media icons, click on Apply and they will be displayed over here. Click on Done and click on Publish. For our last widget, click on Add a Widget and this time we will add RARA Popular Post widget. So this will display all of the popular posts on your sidebar. You can edit the title from here, select the number of posts from here, select the popular based on post views or comment count from here. Then you have 4 options at the bottom. You can either check in or uncheck the options. Then again, you can select the style layout from 1, 2 or 3. I am going to go with style layout number 1. After you are done, click on Done and click on Publish. So the sidebar widgets have been added. Following the same process, you can click on Add a Widget and select the widget from the list of available widgets here and display them on your sidebar. If you go over to your site, give it a refresh, you can see all of the sidebar widgets that you have added are now displaying here. Let's go back. Now we will start configuring the footer areas 1 to 3 and 4. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and we will start with footer area number 1. For our footer area number 1, click on Add a Widget. We are going to add a text widget. So simply type in text from the search bar and here the widget has appeared. Click on it. We will add in the title and the description. So you can add in some extra information to your footer area number 1 with the help of text widget. After you are done, click on Done and click on Publish. Let's go back. For our footer area number 2, click on Add a Widget again. This time we will add in categories, which will display the list or drop down of categories. If you wish to change the title that is already given here, then you can add it over here. Then you have 3 more options at the bottom. You can either check in or uncheck them. After you are done, click on Done and click on Publish. Let's go back for our footer area number 3. Click on Add a Widget, and this time let's go for Gallery, which will display an image gallery on your footer area number 3. Give it a title. Then click on Add Images. Then select the images that you wish to display in your gallery. After you are finished adding the images, click on Create a New Gallery. You can also click on Reverse Order. Then click on Insert Gallery, after which it will be displayed over here. If you wish to edit gallery, you can click on Edit Gallery. And let's say if you want to remove an image, you can remove it from here, or if you want to add in an image, you can click on Add to Gallery. Then select the image that you wish to add. Click on Add to Gallery. Then click on Update Gallery, after which it will be displayed over here. Click on Done and click on Publish. Let's go back for our footer area number 4. Click on Add a Widget, and this time we will add a calendar widget, which will display a calendar of your site's posts. So click on the widget, add in the title from here if you wish to, which will display the title here, and here is your calendar. Click on Done and click on Publish. If you go to your site, go all the way down to the bottom and give it a refresh, you will see the footer area section has now been created. Let's go back to our customizer. Following the same process, you can select any one from the list of available widgets, and the ones that you select will be displayed in your footer area. Let's go back. We are done with our widgets and we have already completed our homepage settings. So we will directly go to footer settings. You can add in and remove any text that you wish to from the selected text over here. You can add in or remove the text as per your preference. So instead of the current text that is showing here, if you wish to add in or remove something, so if I want to remove events and promotions and add in something else, whatever I add in here will be displayed over here. In the Pro theme, you can also easily make the WordPress information and theme author disappear. After you have made the changes, click on Publish. If you go to your site and give it a refresh, you will see the changes have now been made in your footer copyright section. Let's go back and back. Next is the additional CSS. From here, you can add your own CSS code to customize the appearance and layout of your site. You simply have to copy and paste the code over here and click on Publish. And with that, you can easily make the necessary changes. Let's go back. We are finally done with creating our site. Let's go to the top and we will go to our home page. Now we will go back to our site, go to the home page again, and we will take a final look at our site and see how it has turned out. So that was it about conference-free WordPress theme. This video will also be followed up by Conference Pro video tutorial. If you have any queries or confusions, you can drop them down in the comments section below, or you can also directly reach out to our support team. I have added the link to creating support ticket in the description box below. Give this video a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to hit on the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any updates. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video.